Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I apologize for not posting content for the last couple of weeks. I was actually recovering from some kind of cough I had last week. I don't know what it was. Praying it wasn't COVID. I didn't get tested, unfortunately. Might have been just a cold, could have been a flu. Apparently I had lost my voice for about 2 days and I could barely talk. But overall, I'm feeling much better now. This video, I'm going to be discussing my birthday weekend. So my birthday was actually February 5th. On Friday. I am an Aquarius. To all the other Aquarius out there, I knew for my birthday weekend I didn't want to be in town. I had a couple of ideas in mind as far as where I wanted to go. I know I wanted to travel with my friends. At first we wanted to go to Florida, but the closer we got toward the weekend, the weather looked gloomier and gloomier, and apparently it was supposed to rain all weekend. So we ended up having to switch locations to Asheville, the mountains in North Carolina. And then literally the morning of, when we were getting ready to leave to Asheville, we find out that it's supposed to snow about up to 3 to 6 inches that Sunday. So we ended up deciding to cancel that trip to Asheville just to play it safe. Our last option was to try Atlanta, Georgia. We had known that the nightclubs and bars in Atlanta were open still up until 3 o'clock a.m. We decided to make the 6-hour road trip to Atlanta. We left around 4 o'clock in the evening because I had to wait for one of my friends to get off work. Once he was off work, we were all able to make the 6-hour road trip to Atlanta. We arrived there around midnight and we were kind of a little bit tired. So we decided to start pre-gaming so that we can start getting more energy to go out. We went to a couple of clubs in downtown Atlanta. It was kind of alarming the amount of people who were at the nightclubs. The next day on Saturday, the weather was kind of gloomy. It was raining all day. We decided to just rest and relax in the Airbnb. We all went out for dinner at this nice Chinese restaurant, and it was delicious food. We ended up going out again downtown to a couple of the bars. There were still a decent amount of people out that night, despite the bad weather. Didn't get back to the Airbnb until about 3 in the morning, maybe 3:30, almost 4 o'clock. And the next morning, we had to get up around 9 to check out of the Airbnb around 10 o'clock. By the way, the Airbnb we stayed at was not the best. The hallways were very narrow. When we first arrived, apparently the thermostat was set at 75 degrees. And I keep my thermostat in my house low in the winter, like around 68. So for me to stay in that house that was nearly 76 degrees, I could barely breathe. It was horrible. One of my friends had to bump the thermostat down to around 67 to kind of cool the house down so we can actually not go crazy. We left the Airbnb on Sunday morning around 10 a.m. and made the long 6-hour road trip back to Raleigh. We all kind of switched off on the way there, drove for each like about 2.5 hours. I got home to Raleigh, my family was throwing me a party for my birthday. So I stopped by my mom's house after we got back to Raleigh, and we had some pizza and cake there. I didn't stay too long, maybe about an hour, because Super Bowl was supposed to come on around 6:30. So I drove back to my house, and by that time I was super tired. I put on the TV to the Super Bowl. Watched most of the halftime show with the performance with The Weeknd. He put on a great show. I'm a huge fan of The Weeknd. One of my favorite songs by him is Can't Feel My Face. I was just jamming to that song as he was performing. Like I mentioned earlier, I didn't really watch much of the Super Bowl. I ended up just going to sleep around 9:30. I still wasn't feeling that great. I took some allergy medicine, which made me super drowsy around like 9 o'clock. So like I said, I passed out around 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I had to go to work the next day. Yeah, that was pretty much my birthday weekend. It was pretty eventful. I had a lot of fun. It was really nice to experience nightlife again. Being able to go out and stay out past 2 o'clock. Because it ain't like that in North Carolina. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed hearing about my birthday weekend. I will try to post another video later in the week, so stay tuned.